Hey everybody, want to welcome you to a brand new episode of Sold Separately. Today we are covering two unbelievable new figures that Zombie Sailor Toys has recently announced. But I am not going to do this alone. My partner in crime, what's up, Clark?
I'm stoked to be here. Zombie Sailor's on fire right now. There's no debate about it. We've covered a lot of Zombie Sailor recently, and I can't wait to get into this, Anthony. Good to see you as always.
Yeah. So the first one up is without question Mr. Straight Edge, CM Punk. This is the second CM Punk figure we've seen from Zombie Sailor, but this is the Bret the Hitman Hart gear. The first figure that they released, it was the sweet spot in between his AEW departure and his WWE return. So that's how that one got made with the Larry figure. This one confuses me a little bit because I guess this is the same pre-existing contract to be able to make another one. Maybe because it's a variant of one that was already approved. I don't know, but this is the CM Punk in the Bret the Hitman Hart gear. Um, it has his Cobra tattoo, or best version of it that they can, the Pepsi tattoo, and then obviously has the stars in the back. But I think it's a great looking figure. It's exactly like the one that was previously released, just in Bret gear.
With the Bret Hart stuff, I think it's really cool. I think it's amazing that it's been released. Like you said, though, don't know how this came about.
Yeah,
That's what throws me for a loop, but very cool. And if you're a CM Punk collector, this is one to get because guess what? It's been hard to be a CM Punk collector for like a decade, if we really think about it.
we've seen a lot of AEW released a lot of them. WWE's released a lot of them. There's some more that are coming out that were announced during Mania. But yeah, Zombie Sailor nailing with another one. I believe this retails for $36.99 on the
That's
Zombie
sweet.
Sailor site. It is still there as of this recording. The next one up is one that they announced as of this recording this week. They announced a bombshell one. Owen Hart. I believe it's a 2-week pre-order. I believe this one is Zombie Sailor's figure, but it's going through Pro Wrestling Tees. They are made to order. So obviously this is in conjunction with Martha Hart and the Hart Foundation. Um, it's the first uh, black and pink that we've gotten of Owen since the old Jax days of WWF. We obviously have not gotten any other ones. When AEW released them, they were not pink and black. This is the first pink and black uh, Owen that we have gotten. And it's part of the Heels and Faces line, just like the Punk. They're more along the Hasbro height wise, so they're a little smaller, but tremendous detail on it. Comes with the shades, which I think is a very, very cool feature. But yeah, so this is the Owen that they've just recently announced.
It,
So thoughts,
it's
Clark?
as good as an Owen as you can ask for. I love the shades. I love all of this. Anytime you get an Owen Hart figure, it's just
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that he's back in like the lexicon as far as action figures are concerned. And,
Yes.
and, and what more could you want out of this one? Zombie Sailor is just doing a heck of a job lately. I wish I almost had more insight here, but it's like I gotta give credit where it's due. Like the hair, the look, everything about this is what more could you ask for? This isn't the most playable figure, but who
No.
cares? If you're looking for a display figure of Owen Hart, what more in the world could you ask for?
I mean, when you think about it, the only way to get a pink and black Owen, and wasn't a great
Right?
likeness back then, was the Bone Crunchers. Like if you tried to buy one now, I don't know what they go for, but think
Hard to
about it.
find.
There was not Owen figures for 20 plus years.
And you've got the
Like,
black boots with the white laces, the classic look. Like
yeah,
it's spot on.
one of the complaints that I know people had was it didn't have like certain logos on the tights. But
Right.
realistically, that may be a situation WWF owns. Obviously, the
Yeah.
slammy images. There's certain images that Martha doesn't own
Right.
to give authorization to make. And Zombie Seller, especially in this climate with different things, they're not looking for a lawsuit. So they're doing what they're legally allowed to do. And
Mm-hmm.
something's better than nothing as a fan, as a collector. We're never probably, I would think it's very unlikely we are ever going to see a WWF approved
Right.
Owen ever released, because Martha and Owen's kids,
It's just not going to
it
happen.
seems very clear that they are not going to approve that. So something's better than nothing. I think it's a great figure. The likeness, I don't really know. Somebody said it looked more like a young Brian Knobs than an Owen,
Oh, I disagree.
but
He's maybe too jacked because of the style of figure, but
yeah,
no.
I think they met in the face. They met in the face.
I
It
think
was
the face is pretty good, especially with the shades on. Shades off,
I
maybe not, but
yeah, I think the shades on absolutely looks like him. I think the question is because if you look at Owen on the packaging and then you look at the figure, you're like, okay, the likeness is not as great. But again, the image on the package is like an AI generate. That's not a.
right.
I don't think that's a photo of Owen.
I don't think it is
I mean,
either.
it's a character one. I mean, it definitely is Owen, but again, younger Owen, a lot of fans don't really, modern fans don't really recognize that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So it's one of those things where, I think they did a great job with this. Um, I believe it's retailing for $40 before shipping
Makes
and any
sense.
taxes and stuff. But you can get it from Pro Wrestling Tees. I believe it's a 2-week pre-order. I didn't really look into ordering one myself. I do have an Owen from when the first ringside collectible exclusive one that under the AEW banner was made. But this is an awesome Owen. I definitely think if I did buy it, that's how I'm displaying them
Oh
with the
yeah.
shades. I think that's so iconic. And I don't know how many more Owens we're going to get
That's
because
a good
again, you
point.
fall into that weird trademark territory. Like the Owen that I remember is the one that they called the Black Heart and had the black logo like there. But they probably can't make that. That's probably because WWF would own the rights to it. The Danger one is last one. That's probably the same category where WWF would own the rights to it. So just to see Owen in any type of figure form in 2025 is an awesome thing. And I
It
just
is.
think this is an awesome figure. So I believe that brings us to the end, unless you have anything additional
I
to
mean,
add on.
honestly, no. I think you broke that down perfectly. It's a beautiful figure. It's super cool. You mentioned the logos part. Nothing we
Mhm.
can do about that. But if you're looking for an Owen Hart figure, this is a great one. Zombie Sailor's on fire right now.
They are
That's just
absolutely.
the fact of the matter. That's kind of the deal, and that's my biggest takeaway from the show. But I had a blast as usual.
Yep. We will see everybody next week on Friday, as always. And till then, see you guys.